Project Zero. Installation procedures. Network access point installation. First and headmost, the technician must test the NAP port using optical power meter. This procedure is also known as NAP port reading. The purpose is to determine whether or not the technician could proceed to FIC insertion to port assignment. If the reading is normal, the technician could do the FIC insertion. There are two methods of extraction. Number 1. Using bare hand. Technician must use his bare hand to insert FIC in one port apart. This is done if the NAP has limited scale or there are at least 5 line wires on ID. How to hold the FIC. Using your index finger and thumb, hold the FIC at the end of the blue or above the white part. Do not hold the FIC at the end or at the wire. Number 2. Using SC connector extraction tool. Technician must use SC connector extraction tool to insert FIC, if the NAP is in full port capacity and double NAP. In using SC connector extraction tool, ID should be bended or angled enough to fit in the limited space in between coupler and NAP edge. If the reading is too high, the technician could not do the FIC insertion, thus falling to RPR. The management requires the technician to take and upload photos of the high NAP port reading on Google Sheet. Second procedure under NAP installation is to do NAP port label tagging. For single NAP, label details must include the following. Number 1. Service ID or SID, which composed of customer's name abbreviation, date of installation, and SID sequence. Number 2. NAP port number. For double NAP, label details must include the following. Number 1. Service ID or SID, which composed of customer's name abbreviation, date of installation, and SID sequence. Number 2. NAP port number. Number 3. NAP number. NAP port label tagging do's and don'ts. Technician must utilize the following. Number 1. NAP port label details must be printed. Number 2. Use sticker label for NAP port tagging. On the other hand, technician must avoid the following. Number 1. NAP port label details must not be handwritten. Number 2. No using of paper tape for NAP port tagging. As you can see on the picture, the upper photo has complied with the NAP port label tagging directive. Thus it is standard. However, the bottom photo has not complied with the NAP port label tagging directive, thus it is substandard. Pole-to-pole installation. First and headmost, the technician must select poles according to what the management had notified. Number 1. Poles with priority. PLDT poles. These are poles with painted red or yellow logo on top. Smart poles. These are poles with painted light blue marker on top. Digital poles. These are poles that has octagonal shape with painted black marker on top. Other affiliates are Clarktel, Subictel, Meritel. Other poles that technician could use are the following. Number 1. Poles with RTA. These are Meralco poles and electric cooperative poles for outside Manila. Number 2. Poles with JPA. Pole-to-pole installation materials and tools needed. F-clamp, tape or cable tie, hook with nut, and mid-span clamp. Second procedure under pole-to-pole installation is the construction of pole smiley or Mickey Mouse protect stand. Technician must provide 4 cable ties to create a pole smiley/Mickey Mouse protect stand. Technician must use 2 F-clamp to release the tension and to prevent macro bend. Quick notes. No looping/slack on pole-to-pole installation. No mid-span splicing, couple or both PR and WAR. Drop cable installation. Materials and tools needed for drop cable installation are the following. F-clamp. Tape or cable tie. Hook with nut. Mid-span clamp. However, the number of mid-span clamp needed may vary depending upon a situation. Additional 2 clamps for more than 80 meters span length. Provide 2 clamps for Meco alley arm or PLDT extension arm. Mid-span clamp could be reused up to 6 F-clamps/mid-span clamps. For alley street, maximize existing clamps when facing road to not intrude on one's private property. When hook and nut are full, provide 2 span clamps attached to Fig 8 cable. Modified house bracket and OJB installation. Quick reminder. If the subscriber refused to drill the wall or foundation, span clamp could be used as an alternative. Provided Materials would be less 1 MHB and additional 1 span clamp. Technician must fill up a handover form whether if it is new installed or repair. Here is the sample PR home handover form. Technician must fill up all the details, especially customer's name, complete address, PID, and PR number. Facility fallout is for RPR only. Technician must fill up the remarks, the reason of fallout or RPR. Installation details direction. Mark check and provide quantity from section 1, 2, and 3. Mark wrong and indicate on the remarks all possible substandard reasons. Necessary remarks are the following: actual facility, tagging or service ID plus facility, and NAP and OJB reading. These are the sample substandard remarks. Number 1. Customer refused to drill. Number 2. Customer request to reuse house attachment. Number 3. No OJB insisted by subscriber, provided, within ITIL of CXSDA or customer. Acceptance protocol. Remarks. 1. If parallel mode, it was tested by PLDT CXSDA. 2. If sequential, within power reading requirement. Outside materials consumption. Do's. 1. Indicate the quantity of all materials consumed. 2. Indicate in the remarks the possible reason of non-used materials. Sample remarks. Customer insisted non-installation of OJB, provided, with initials of CXSDA. Material kitting. Necessary details are the following: quantity of CPE, serial number, package type and number, PLDT CXSDA sign received of kitting if parallel. OJB standards. General rule: all P0 installation must have no OJB. Exception: number 1, installation on enterprise, and number 2, installation through conduit, indoor optical outlet or IOO, modem, Telset. Procedures. First procedure: the technician must conduct an IOO reading using optical power meter. This is done since under P0 installation has declared no OJB. Second procedure: technician must do an IOO label tagging. IOO label details must include but not limited to: number 1, provide service ID or SID, which includes the following: customer's name abbreviation, date of installation, and SID sequence. Number 2, NAP port number. Number 3, NAP CAFAC details. Second procedure: technician must do internet speed test. Conducting an internet speed test is a quick, easy way to take stock of your internet service's performance. If it seems like your internet is slower than it should be, running a speed test is the quickest way to find out if something is wrong on your end, or if the problem is with your internet service provider. Lastly, Telset should be in a proper location so that the subscriber don't have to move the telephone set, which could possibly be the cause of pulling the cable and causing problem. Furthermore, customer satisfaction has numerous benefits for telecommunication operators. It increases customer loyalty. When customers are satisfied, they are likely to stay with a business for long, which boosts sales and profitability. Verification completion MSI. Go to www.pLDT.com.ph/IPMS-mobile. Log in your account of your designated area. Click Non-NT account. Click Sign in. Step 5. Click the top right corner of IPMS, and click Filter. Step 6. All items must be checked, and input your ongoing subscriber's PID or SO number. Then click Apply Filter. Quick notes: if you could not find the subscriber, call or ask your designated dispatcher to ID the former into your account. After you dispatch or assign the subscriber into your account, click the top right button. Click Refresh. And do the same process again. Click Filter. Check all the boxes. Put PID or SO number. And click Apply Filter. After then, on the upper part, click Voice. Quick note: we could only verify completion voice because data is for organic/PLDT only. At the bottom, click Acknowledge. After you acknowledge, you would see the Verify Completion button. After you acknowledge, filter again the subscriber's account, then click Notify. After you finish your ongoing subscriber, filter ID again. If you completed up to OJB, click the Verify Completion. If not, tell your dispatcher and send the details of your RPR or RSO to verify ID. If you already completed up to OJB and could not click the button of Verify Completion, ask or tell your dispatcher to activate the voice. After your dispatcher activated the voice, refresh your IPMS mobile. Then filter again your subscriber. If you could click the Verify Completion, input first the details of your subscriber before clicking the button. After clicking the button, input the details and the remarks as always, completed up to OJB. If the span is over 9 span, put it to remarks beside, completed up to OJB. Did you work as a team? Click No, then Submit. IT should be successfully submitted service order for verification. Filter again the subscriber to double check if it is done Verify Completion. IT should be Verify Completion voice only.